The new LEGO Star Wars magazine just released, and for the first time this year it doesn't contain a minifigure. But first let's take a look inside the magazine before we talk about the extras. On the first page we are starting with the overview, and then we get directly into the comic, which I'm going to skip as always to not spoil anything. Then we got the posters, I'll talk about them later on, and some ads, not that interesting actually. Then we're starting with the puzzles. As always, there are a lot of puzzles, continuing on the next page as well. Then we get the information about the extra and the building instructions. Like I said before, I'm going to talk about that later on. Then the quick comic for the extra, which I'm going to skip as well. Then just some more puzzles and the fan post. Now to the interesting part, the next magazine will contain a figure again. This time it's Din Djarin together with the Darksaber. Definitely a nice figure, releasing on May 16th. Before we get to the extras, let's take a quick look at the posters. We got one poster with the original big clone turbo tank, which released years ago, and one with R2-D2. Now we can finally get into the extras, starting with the limited edition Emperor Palpatine or Darth Sidious card. It is in the same style as the other 20th anniversary collection cards, with no stats, just the card to collect. Now let's get to the mini build. This time it contains 65 parts, so let me build that real quick and then we can talk about it. After 3 to 4 minutes of building, this is what you will get. It actually rolls around pretty well, and that is basically the only function. Yeah, you can move the turrets a bit, but that's not that exciting. The overall part value of this is actually pretty alright, coming in around $5 to $6. So you'll almost get your money back for the magazine. Otherwise, there's not much to say about this. You of course got the 10 big wheels, you got multiple cannons, a small lookout tower, and a cockpit on front and back. Here we have it together with all the other extras released this year, which were all figures until this point. So this is the first mini build, and it hopefully will be the last for this year, but I'm not too sure about this. So let's answer the most important question: is this actually worth it? Well, a mini build is always less exciting than a minifigure, but with 65 parts and a value of around $5 to $6, it's a pretty alright value. And you also of course get the trading card and all the other stuff in the magazine. It's definitely better than the last magazines with the $2 to $3 figures. You now also want to see my review of the LEGO Ninjago magazine, which just released. Check out the video that's on screen right now. And until then, have a great day.